So, hello once again to my little mini-series, as it seems to have turned out, on the various supermarket hot curries that are available at the moment in mid-October 2024. We've covered two so far, which have happened in the last week. The first one was Iceland's Pepper X Chicken Tikka Masala. The second one was the Aldi curry, which was a Phal apparently. Not quite as hot as what you might expect from a Phal. And the last one is this, the Morrisons Fiery Naga chicken. So it'll be interesting to see how all of these three compare in terms of heat and quality. If you remember so far, the Iceland one was by far the hottest. Very hot curry, that is. The chicken was quite poor though, and it was relatively expensive. The Aldi one, on the other hand, was really nice quality, and it was cheaper as well, but it wasn't anywhere near as spicy. You would imagine a Phal would be super spicy, whereas in this particular instance, as I probably mentioned in the last video, it's something that you would get from an Indian restaurant that may be, I suppose, just under a vindaloo in heat, something along those lines. So anyway, let's see how this fiery Naga chicken works out from Morrisons. So first things first, first appearances are really good actually. You get quite big chunks of chicken, a bit like you did with the Aldi one, and much better than the tiny little squares that you got with the Iceland Pepper X Chicken Tikka Masala. That was its real downfall, to be fair. Okay, as usual, a little bit of milk when you're trying some hot curries. And I've got, once again, some yoghurt as a pudding. And then I've got a naan bread this time. I had a naan bread for the first one, but I had some rice for the last one. So anyway, let's stop jibber-jabbering and start gobbling down some of this fiery Naga chicken. Okay, I certainly got that Naga flavour. For those of you who have hot curries, you might be familiar with the Naga flavour, and it's definitely in here. As you can probably tell, it's not crazy hot. I'm not sure whether it's hotter than the Phal or not. I guess maybe that will become clear as I have a little bit more of the dish. So maybe what I'll do, as usual, is I'll have a bit of a break here and then bring you guys back when I'm halfway through. See if I've had to resort to the milk. But anyway, I shall see you in a second. Okay, so as you can see, I'm about halfway through the dish now. And at this stage, you kind of get a bit of an idea about how hot it is. The first few bites, you can't really tell, to be honest, whereas at this halfway stage you think, okay, yeah, I've got a good handle on what's going on here. As you can see, I've not had to resort to any milk, so it's obviously not crazy hot, but it's certainly hotter than the Aldi one that I had yesterday. So the Aldi Phal was not particularly hot, really. Well, it's hot, but it's not like something super hot like you might expect a Phal to be. Whereas this fiery Naga chicken is actually pretty hot. I would say, yeah, definitely vindaloo in a curry house type hot, around that kind of level. Does it compare in terms of heat with the Iceland one? Not in the slightest. That is vastly hotter than this. I would say that this is probably maybe 50% hotter than the Naga, sorry, not from the Naga, from the Aldi, and maybe the Iceland is probably 4 or 5 times hotter than this, I would guess, something along those lines. Anyway, I'll finish this off and then I'll just wrap things up at the end as usual. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so as you can see, nice clean plate. no milk drunk. So I think I've got a good handle on how these three different ones compare with each other now. So first things first, that was a really nice curry. It was pretty hot, but not crazy hot. It was hotter by a reasonable margin than the one that I got yesterday from Aldi, their Phal. So it also compares in terms of quality, I would say. Both of them are really good quality. They've got nice big chunks of chicken, plenty of sauce, a bit of bite to it, all really good. The Iceland one, their Pepper X, was considerably hotter. However, it had that really poor quality chicken and quite a runny type of sauce with not much else in it, to be fair. So once again, if you're going to go on quality, you really need to decide how hot you want it and whether you like the Naga flavour. If you want it a little bit hotter, then this Morrisons one is actually really good. It's £3.50, I think, if you've got a more card. The Aldi one was on offer this week for, I think it was £1.75. And then the Iceland Pepper X Chicken Tikka Masala, I think is £4. So you can see that the Iceland one, even though it's the worst quality, certainly has a price premium. And I think that's probably related to the marketing and the budget they had to pay for the Pepper X brand and all that kind of stuff. And then it had to skimp somewhat on the actual quality of the chicken. So Morrisons is probably the one to go for if you want something a little bit hotter. The Aldi is definitely the one to go for if you can get it at the cheaper price. And it's also really nice, I've got to say. Both of these have been excellent. Really nice, high quality stuff. But once again, if you want a super hot experience, the only one really I think that you can get at the moment from a supermarket is the one from Iceland. Cook your own chicken, stick it in that sauce, Bob's your uncle. It should be pretty damn good. Okay, well that I think wraps up this little mini series. If anyone has any suggestions for another hot curry that might be available, at least this kind of temperature from a supermarket, then give me a shout and maybe I'll do another special of these. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this and possibly the previous two episodes, and I shall see you again soon.